Hello everyone, my name is Neal, and I'm very glad to be here with you guys tonight. Today we're going to be talking about slavery in America and slavery across the world. So first thing you need to know is that slavery really isn't all that good. It was actually banned back in the late 1800s. Civil War was fought for it. Slavery was ended. In our Constitution, it actually talks about having all men be created equal. And so today we're going to kind of look into what slavery is, how we can stop it, and a few different facts that we may have about it. So first, I am able to talk about this not because of any expertise that I have, but because of some knowledge that I have through being at conferences and through hearing about it and through doing some research. I've heard and seen different things that I think allow me to be able to talk to you guys about this today. So what we're going to start with first is the fact that slavery is wrong. Like I said, it was banned in the late 1800s, and then our Constitution is actually, it says all men are created equal. If all men are created equal, then how can we accept and allow slavery in America or slavery across the world? And then also you have people, we're supposed to care for the orphans, we're supposed to care for the widows, we're supposed to care for the poor. And oftentimes the people who are slaves are very poor. They will come into America, or they'll go from someplace looking for a job to provide for their families. And then what will happen is they will be captured, kidnapped, and taken and put into prostitution or put into slavery of some form or fashion, and that is not okay. And the other thing that can happen is they may be forced into prostitution or forced into slavery by their parents. Their parents may sell them for money. And so we are to care for those people. We are to look out for those people. And we are to do something for those people. And so that takes me to my next point, which is how crazy and how really widespread and impactful slavery is. And in this little handout that I have, that was given to me at Passion last year, talking about the End It movement. It says like this right here. Over 80% of people that are trafficked are women. Over 2,500 women and children are sold into sex slavery every day. And every minute, 2 children are sold. There are over 27 million slaves across the world today. And then on top of that, it is an industry across the world that is making, and is the value of it is at $32 billion. And so it's a huge and crazy amount of things. Atlanta is actually a major hub for sex trafficking and slave trafficking. And this right here says there's at least 200,000 slaves in the United States, and 17,000 or more will be trafficked into the U.S. each year. So 17,000 is the number that comes in the United States. Atlanta is a major hub of human trafficking and sex exploitation. The average age is 14. So you have people that are underage by our standards, and they're being taken and they're being exploited and they're being taken advantage of, and we need to do something. And you may be saying, sitting here saying, okay, I see we have a problem with sex slavery. I see that we need to do something. I see that it's a lot bigger than what I thought, and how can I help? And there are many ways you can help. The Passion Ministry in Atlanta has started this thing called the End It Now movement, and you can donate to that, and they have 6 or 7 different areas in which you can help. I think Fight for Slaves is one, and I can't remember what they exactly do, but they are either providing jobs for these slaves, and some of them are actually sending people in and doing raids on slave houses. And then you also have, in Atlanta alone, you have this place called Princess Knights Ministries. And what they do is they have people, and they volunteer on Friday nights, and they go out where these people are actually being prostituted in Atlanta. In downtown Atlanta, these women are being prostituted, and what these volunteers do is they go in, and they get a van, and they actually rescue these women off the streets of Atlanta, and they help restore them through the home. That's called the Princess Knight Ministry, and it's a very, very easy way to get involved in the helping of sex slavery slavery right here in Atlanta, which is where we are from, because it's going on in our backyard. So we need to do something about it. Because the biggest problem is people will say, well, I didn't know anything was going on. Well, here's the issue. With us now, we know. We know it's an issue. We know it's going on. We know it's rampant. And we know we need to do something. And so we need to move into action and quit standing by and allowing this to keep happening every day. Because the longer we wait to not do anything, the longer we wait and sit back and say, the next person will do something, the more and more children that are sold into sex slavery, the more and more women that are hooked on drugs and they're sold